Hey everybody, this is Kirby Games, and today I'm gonna do things a little different. We're gonna talk about the games that I beat in the last week. I work overnights. I look like a ghost. Anyway, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't like the pale. The lack of seeing the sunlight is maybe whiter than the Christian Jesus. So let's let's go over the games that I've actually beaten in the last week. What I love about doing collection videos is that it forces me to look back at games that I haven't beaten, and I go back and start playing them again. So the next videos I'm doing are my PS5, and I was looking at games that I either haven't beat or I was like, I better beat before I shelve them and do the video, so that way I have something to talk about. One of the games I beat was digital, so I can't show you anything, but it was Little Nightmares 3. I played it months ago and then got really frustrated and didn't want to play it anymore. And then I was feeling holly jolly for the for the seasons, whatever. And I was like, you know what? Let's beat this game. And my wife and I played it, and we were so close to the end. And I feel like I say that a lot on this channel with games. I go back to my backlog. Is I'll stop playing them very close to the end. So Little Nightmares 3 was great. You can tell. Like, it had the same aesthetic and feel as the other Little Nightmares games, but you could tell it was made by somebody different. It didn't have the same exact feel, and that just makes me more excited for Reanimal. But don't let that deter you. Little Nightmares 3 is a great game, and it is a great co-op game. It's very frustrating at parts. And not necessarily a teammate, just running. I'll do a video about this one. Anyway, if you guys would like a review of Little Nightmares 3, I did a full playthrough on co-op. I could do a review for that. So, yeah. Now we're going into, these are physical games I've either beaten or the ones I'm currently playing. And I'm going to put in this video for these two to make sure I keep at it. One of them I'm probably going to beat as soon as I shut this camera off. But this is not for everybody. I understand this. I've done a couple videos for Kirby before, and they don't really go anywhere. But I love Kirby, and my kids love Kirby, especially my daughter. So I have this, I have the Wii version, but I have it through the Wii U store. So I only have a digital copy of that. I don't have a hard copy of it. And now I do for Switch. And I beat that shit very quickly. They're not hard games. They're fun. This one's especially dark near the end, which I liked. I don't know if it's super bright and colorful, and then at the end it's extremely dark for a kid's game. I liked it. I do think the price of these games are ridiculous. I beat Kirby in 2 days, which if I had the time that I used to have, I probably would have beat in one sitting. And it's not because I played the game before and I know it. Kirby games are just simple. Fucking people. Since I cleared my Switch, I don't have anything that I want to actually go back and finish on Switch or Switch 2 right now. This is the one game I found while I was doing the review. I don't even know if this was in my collection video because my son had it. I never beat this. I didn't beat it on DS either. I bought it for my son on DS or 3DS, and I never ended up playing it. This 3DS, I can't play for very long. Shit hurts my hands. Something's going on with this light. It's too tiny. So I ended up grabbing this, and then as soon as I got it on Switch, my son took it, and I haven't seen it since. So I just started replaying that this week. I actually started replaying that after the other digital game that I beat, but I did a review for it, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. But I beat Dispatch last week. I put a review up for it. That's a hard game to review because 99% of it's the story, and it's full of spoilers. So if you haven't played Dispatch and you like the choice narrative-driven games, give that one a check out. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite games of the last year. We will have a video of that coming up. I tried to beat this on stream 3 times. I made it to the final boss and died on each of the streams. I don't even think you can find them. I think I left one of the streams up, but the next day I didn't stream and I beat it. So you can check the trophies if you like. But this game is great. I would love to do a review for it, but when I even shorts of this, I don't know if it's a copyright thing or whatever, but the views like stopped after a couple hours. Like I'd get a lot of them and they'd stop completely, and it had like no activity, and that doesn't make any sense to me. Like I know they go up and then things get bumped down because newer ones come in, but that it doesn't make sense. And I've tried really hard to shut off any licensed music or anything, not for the stream because I don't care, but I just don't want the videos to get pulled. So I can't post a lot about this, but I'm gonna do a review and I'll post a lot of footage of the game because I don't care about that. When I do reviews, a lot of people don't come to them anyway anymore. This one I just bought and I beat, and I was very proud of it. Listen, I fucking go in, I beat it. I beat the final boss. I died so many. I have no idea why the entire game was easy. Not easy, but it was a pretty difficult game. For some reason, the final boss, I played it for 2 days. 2 days. And then when I beat it, because it's a repack, they added so much extra content that it feels like another smaller game was attached to it. And as far as I'm concerned, I beat it. I'm not going back to this one for a while. It made me so angry. This is a remaster of a kid's game, a children's game from GameCube era, GameCube PS2 era. It shouldn't be that difficult, or I'm just getting really bad at video games, which is a possibility. I can't tell because I try and to play too many at one time, and then I get on a fighting game and I do really good for a few rounds, and then I feel reinvigorated. My youth gets reinvigorated. So, Terminator, Pac-Man World, Dispatch, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, and Little Nightmares 3 is what I beat in the last week. I'm trying really hard to clear up my games, at least my backlog of games that I started or purchased in 2024 that I feel like have been worth my time, and I just stopped because of another game. I'm trying to do that before I fall back into my January Fallout trap, which I already started, by the way. But I'm going to push this one off till February because I want that Switch 2 version. I know I can just play it right now on Xbox or PS5 or PC, but I don't want to because I've already started characters in and it feels like I've soiled the game because I played it so much, and this is turning into a Fallout video. Whatever. I can't wait to start fresh on a new platform. And it's Fallout, so I'll always support that. But in the meantime, I'm trying to go back and clear up all the games from 2025 so that way I can do a video, because I really hate that the Game Awards and all that shit, all the Game of the Year awards are never after the year. We'll talk about it now that it's 2026. I can talk about everything that I thought was great in 2025. So, yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah, and currently I am back on playing Borderlands 4. We just beat a boss in it. I like Borderlands 4 better than I like playing Borderlands 3. But, like, I don't feel like Borderlands is ever going to capture the magic of 1 and 2. That's another video for another day. But thank you guys for watching. As you can see, like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm in a different area now, so I can do the remainder of the collection videos. I just need to get some more shelving, new shelving, and I like what we had. But thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I should have reviews for all this, at least short ones. I'm gonna do short reviews for these because they're not massive games that are Silent Hill caliber, but they're still worth the time.